showtime. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Styling and profiling. Woo, It's live and in color.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. All right, guys. Well, my last video I did a video on why the Buffalo Bills should draft Jordan Davis with their number 1 pick. Well, guys, things have changed since then. The Buffalo Bills went on a free agent frenzy, and they loaded the fuck up on the defensive line. So things have changed, and I now think the Buffalo Bills should, with their first overall pick, draft a cornerback. I think this draft, we need to address the cornerback position. We need to also address the offensive line. As you guys know, Ryan Bates has gotten an offer from Chicago. The Buffalo Bills have the right to match it. If they don't, Ryan Bates will be gone. So the Buffalo Bills need to address that right guard position, unless they feel that Cody Ford can be that guy under Cromer. Can Cromer get Cody Ford playing how they felt like he could play coming out of the draft? We'll see. But today's video is I want to talk about Ahmad Sauce Gardner from Detroit, my hometown. From the D. 6'3", 200 pounds. Very long wingspan. Good size hands. Guy has never allowed a touchdown in his college career. 3 seasons playing for Cincinnati. And mind you, they're not playing just all garbage teams, right? They've played some pretty solid schools. I believe they played Alabama this year as well. This guy is a freak athlete. This kind of player does not come around often. He's going to go top 10, top 15, 100%. No doubt about it, guys. And I know you're going to say right away, Tommy, we got the 25th pick. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. He won't fall to the Buffalo Bills. And you're probably right. You're probably right. The chances of him falling to 25 is slim to none, because he's that kind of a guy. He's that kind of a playmaker, where he could be a number 1 cornerback for someone's team right away. Very possible. He's that gifted. So what would it take for the Buffalo Bills to get Ahmad Sauce Gardner? They'd have to trade up. Got to trade up. Brandon Beane has traded up before. So, when people say, oh, no, Brandon Beane loves his draft picks, he won't do that. He won't give up, future draft picks to move up or move whatever for a player or whatever. That's not the case. It's not the case, guys. He moved up to get Josh Allen. He moved up to get Tremaine Edmonds. He moved up to get Cody Ford. He moved up to get Dawson Knox. He moved up to get, I believe, Spencer Brown. I got to look at all. He's moved up quite a few times in the draft to get a player that he really likes. So is it possible that Brandon Beane tries to move up in this draft to get a cornerback he really loves, let's say. Because if he's moving up that many spots, you got to love it. You got to love the player. And I believe Ahmad Sauce Gardner would be the guy that he would move up to take. That's how special and talented he is. That's one observation. The other thing is, listen, guys, I know we just re-signed Trey not too long ago. But, guys, Trey White's contract's coming up in, I believe, 2 or 3 seasons. That's right around the corner. Right around the corner. Who's to say we re-sign him, right? Who's to say he won't want big money? You're going to need a number one possibly to take over Trey's spot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Trey will leave. I'm just throwing that out there. That's one. 2, Dane Jackson. I love Dane Jackson. I do. And I like Cam Lewis. But here's the facts, guys. Dane Jackson is still growing as a player. He's still learning. And you're going to tell me that Dane Jackson's already that dude that's going to be the number one cornerback while Trey White is out. Because listen, guys, Trey White will not be back week 1. The chances of him being back week 1, week 2, week 3 even are very slim. This is a 10 to 12 month recovery time after surgery. He got his surgery in, I believe, December. You guys, 12 months, 10, even 10. It's way past the first week of the season, right? Way past second week. You're talking of a return of possibly October, November. So are you comfortable with Dane Jackson being your number one corner and Cam Lewis number 2? I got to be honest with you guys. I am not. I am not comfortable. Dane Jackson has a high ceiling. He does. I think Dane Jackson he is not even close yet to his potential of what he could be. But clearly, the coaches started Levi Wallace over Dane Jackson for a reason. I mean, come on, guys. Right? And we are all bitching about Levi Wallace, right? That we need a better CB2, right? But let's face the facts. When Trey went down, Levi was the number one. It wasn't Dane Jackson. Now, listen, they were close. And I think Dane Jackson is going to be a better cornerback than Levi Wallace. But I still think he's not quite there yet. I think he's maybe on that level now because towards the end of the season, I thought Dane Jackson was playing either at the same level of Levi or maybe a little bit better than Levi. I thought his tackling was very good. I thought his coverage was getting better. But you still see some things that he needs to sharpen up, right? So he's going to get better this season. And I believe that's why they let Levi go. Because I think they trust in Dane Jackson. Cam Lewis, on the other hand, guys, he's okay. He's all right. But he's not the answer. He's not. He's serviceable, sure. But going out and drafting an Ahmad Sauce Gardner will automatically take away that worry that we have at CB2 right away. Sauce Gardner would be the number one cornerback on our team going in probably to the first month of the season until Trey gets back, and then he'll be the number 2. I am very comfortable with Sauce Gardner coming in and Dane Jackson being the CB2 and the Cam Lewis CB3. I'm cool with that for now. I'm very good with that. There is other cornerbacks in this draft that I like. Trent McDuffie is another. Now, Trent McDuffie, 5'11", so he's not a short guy either, but he's not 6'3". He's projected to go maybe late first round. Very possible we could get him. So if we don't get Sauce Gardner, let's say we don't trade up, I would like McDuffie as a second option. But ideally, Ahmad Gardner is the guy I would absolutely love for Brandon Beane to trade up and take. What would it take? Well, probably a first-round pick in next year's draft. Our first-round pick this year, obviously. possibly another, maybe like a fourth round pick of this year. Very possible, because guys, more than likely it would have to be to jump in the top 10 to take him. And you'd have to give up the 25th pick. You probably have to give up like a third or fourth round pick. And then you have to probably give up next year's first round pick. But is it worth it? In my opinion, it is. For a guy like that size, the speed, by the way, he ran a 4.40, so he's not slow. He hasn't given up a touchdown in 3 seasons as a corner. He plays physical. By the way, he was 190. He bulked up to 200. So there was a lot of, I would say the worries where he was a little too skinny. Well, he's changed that. He bulked on, put some weight on, muscle. So that's gone now. He really has no weaknesses, guys. Couple penalties, a little penalty problem, a little bit early on in his career. Other than that, I mean, that's some stuff you can clean up. But I think he is one of those players you do roll the dice on. And you got yourself a number 1 cornerback that could start right away. So I want to go through some highlights real quick, guys, of Ahmad Gardner, this past season, 2021. So let's see the man. Let's see the man in action. Here we go.
Yeah, Sauce is the real deal. The nickname. It was one of his youth coaches who gave him the nickname because of the way he played, because of his emotion and his demeanor. He hasn't allowed a passing touchdown in his entire career, according to Pro Football Focus.
What's that tell you right there, guys? I mean, the dude is a lockdown corner. I love his aggressiveness, by the way, guys. He goes after the quarterback as well. He's very aggressive with the ball, meaning he does a lot of strip sacks when he does get called for blitz packages. Now, look here. The guy beat him. His speed... with his speed, he was able to catch up, turn his head around, and still make a play on the ball. He read that. He was just in the right place right there. He read the quarterback's eyes the whole time. All right, right here is what I'm talking about, guys. So, okay. So stop and run. Here we go. Look how quick he is to catch up with this receiver here who had separation. He was able to turn his head around and make a play. Look at this. Very aggressive. He could have stopped there. He could have gave up on the play. He did not give up on the play. Boom. You see, when he went to go sack the quarterback, first thing he did was go after the ball, hit the ball. Boom, hit the ball. That's better than a sack, guys. Forced fumble, take it all day. Turnovers, that's key. Put the ball on the ground. Boom. That's a playmaker. Terrible throw by the quarterback. Ahmad Gardner, right place, right time. By the way, the height right there, if that was a shorter cornerback, I don't know if he gets the pick. Now, listen, I want to point something out right there on that play. So the long arms is what makes him special as well. Him getting his hand in there to knock that ball down, a guy that might have had shorter arm length, shorter wingspan, may not have gotten to that ball. And that might have been a completion. But he uses his arm length to his advantage. Look at that. So he got beat. Well, no, he didn't get beat there. He actually was. Okay, so that they were fighting for the ball there the whole time. He did not hold. That's why there was no penalty there. He turned his head around at the same time. Highly unlikely he will be playing special teams in the NFL, but yeah, you see. Let's see here. Boom. Look how quick he came around there. Quarterback did not even see him. Okay, look at that. So he breaks off from his receiver really quick, sees that that's a screen pass to the running back, and makes a huge play for a loss. I love how he attacks the running backs here. He's not afraid to make a big hit. He's not afraid to tackle. A lot of cornerbacks play soft. I hate that. You know, they're not hitters. This guy's a hitter. He's not afraid of laying the boom down. Well, guys, so that was Ahmad Sauce Gardner's highlights of 2021. As you guys can see, total freak, just a total athlete, right? A freak. It's really all I could tell you. A freak athlete. 6'3", once again, 200 pounds. Ran a 440, 4.3, 440. Arm length, I believe, is, I want to say 33. Let me see here. I don't want to. Yeah, 33 and a half inches. Hand size 9'5", so big hands, long arms. Wingspan, I don't know what his wingspan is, but I know it's up there. it's impressive. He had a very good combine, guys. And listen, like I said, once again, in order to get this guy, Brandon Beane needs to trade up. I also want to go over a couple things real quick, guys, on why it's important to draft a cornerback in this draft class. And I've said this, I've been saying this. The AFC is loading up. This is no longer a Kansas City Chiefs problem anymore. This is an AFC problem. I still think we are the best team in the AFC. But guys, have you looked at the schedule? We're going against some big-time teams with some big-time playmakers. Big-time deep threats with speed. Miami Dolphins. I'm going to start with them. They're in our division. Though I'm not a big Tua guy, but he's okay right now. I mean, he is accurate. I give him that. Waddle was impressive, guys. He has speed. He was a very good player for them. He was the second best receiver in the NFL, right? And I believe he set a record for receptions. Now you get Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, the fastest NFL player in the game right now, right? Well, guys, we have to play them twice a year. What does that mean? We need a corner with some speed. We need to get speed on the outside. I will say what helped us, though, is obviously adding Von Miller, obviously improving the defensive line, because getting to the quarterback is going to be very important for our corners, because you're going to need those quarterbacks to get rid of the ball quicker so our corners can make plays. The longer that quarterback has time to throw, our corners are going to suffer. You saw it against Kansas City, right? Patrick Mahomes was back there chilling. Can't have that. So that's the only kind of positive I see right now for this defense, where the corners could catch a break. Maybe. Then you got the Raiders, right? They bulked up, right? Devontae Adams, right? You got, let's see. I just want to go over the schedule here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So the Buffalo Bills schedule, just to let you know. So we play at home. Now, the official dates haven't been released, but these are, listen, guys, the NFL gave us a great schedule last year. Boy, did they come back and give us a fucking tough schedule. Tough. Green Bay at home. They're no pushover. Yes, they lost Adams, but I'll promise you they draft some good receivers in this draft. I promise you that. And they're no pushover. You got Aaron Rodgers back there. Listen, he's going to make the next guy, whoever comes to town, receiver, he's going to make him look good. Okay? You got Minnesota, right, who has Justin Jefferson, one of the top 10 wide receivers in the league, in my opinion. And quarterback is okay. Kirk Cousins isn't bad. I would say he's around the top 15. You know, he's around the Tannehill section of quarterbacks. Still can get the job done. Nothing to worry about, but he can make plays. Got Pittsburgh. Mitch Trubisky. We'll see, you know. But they got some playmakers too. Cleveland. Deshaun Watson. Now, will he be suspended for 4 to 6 games? I believe he will be. I don't know the schedule yet, like I said, the dates and times. So we may play Cleveland when they don't have Watson on the field. But let's say he's there. Okay, they got a good squad. They got a good squad, guys. They got Watson. They got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, right? They got some depth. I'm just saying. Then you got the Titans. You got the Titans at home. Another tough game. Not easy. A.J. Brown. Tannehill, top 15 quarterback. Derrick Henry. Then you got the Jets. Okay, that's an easy one. We know that. The Patriots, they haven't done shit in free agency. I'm not saying it's an easy one, but it's a winnable one for sure. Now, these are all winnable games, guys. I'm not saying, don't misquote me here. I didn't say any of those games are going to lose or anything like that. I'm just saying they're going to be grind out games. Our defense is going to be have to be on point. Our offenses have to be on point. This can't be from last season where we can't find ourselves on offense, right? Where we're scoring 6 points against the Jaguars. It won't work. Won't work. Not on this schedule. We will find ourselves quickly in the wild card hunt if we play like we did last season with this schedule. So the Patriots, though they haven't done much, they're no pushover. We know that. There's always a dogfight with the Patriots, right? Then you got the Dolphins. Well, you know what they did. I just talked about it. Now, away games. You got Baltimore. They're not a pushover, guys. They're going to be adding pieces to help Lamar, I'm sure, in the draft. You got Cincinnati. They just went to the Super Bowl. A hell of a quarterback. And Burrow. Right? They got a hell of a wide receiver. A rookie who blew the league away. Was unbelievable. You got the Bears. All right. Not worried about the Bears. You got the Lions. All right. Pushover city. You got the Chiefs. Now, they lost Hill, but they still got Mahomes. They still got Kelsey. Tough game. You got the Rams, Super Bowl champions. They didn't lose much. They're still a very dangerous team. Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford. They got a good defense. They're the champions. They're champions for a reason. Got the Jets. All right, pushover. Patriots, once again. Dolphins, once again. And that's it, guys. That is not an easy schedule. Not an easy schedule. So, here's where we lay. Here's where we lie right now, whatever, for this team. We did everything right in this offseason. We did more than I thought we would. Matter of fact, I just figured Brandon Beane was going to keep to his word, and there was going to be no splash free agent signings. However, I believe Brandon Beane saw the picture on the wall. once the AFC started to make their moves, other AFC teams, and trades were going on, and big names were going to AFC teams, and they're loading up on defense, loading up on offense, Brandon Beane had to make a move to put us back on top where we can be a threat to these teams, right? That we could compete and we could hopefully beat these teams and go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. Just got to get through the AFC, right? That's been the thorn, the Chiefs, right? That's been what's keeping us back. It's not, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's not a Chiefs problem anymore, right? So let's say we get to the playoffs. We may not even see the Chiefs. We may see the Raiders. We may see the Dolphins, right? We may see the Chargers, who loaded up on defense, by the way, and have a good young quarterback. You may see the Bengals, the Ravens, the Titans. Bro, the AFC is loaded. And I believe Brandon Beane saw that. He understood that. He had to make a move. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it about the contract, it was a smart decision on his on Brandon Beane. Smart decision. Had to make a move, guys. Von Miller, though he's not what he once was, is still a guy that can impact the game. That's one. Two, he can impact the locker room. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He knows things that other players don't know on the defensive side of the ball. I'm gonna also say this. When we start training camp, he's gonna help our offensive line out as well. Right? He's gonna be telling them, hey, look for this. This is what you need to do. He's gonna be giving them, they're going to be brainstorming. They're going to be watching how Von Miller does it. They're going to have a tough time at first. Spencer Brown, all right, going against a future Hall of Famer. Trust me, Von Miller's going to work with these guys too. He's going to let them know this is what you got to look for. This is what I'm looking for when I see you lift your leg up or shift a certain way, right? So it's help for everybody. That's why I love the signing. Right? Because he's an impact player who can also help out, teach a little bit at the same time. So, Brandon Beane addressed that. He addressed the defensive room, right? The defensive line, I should say. We know our safeties are the best safety duo in the NFL. I'm not worried about that. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, right? Hyde and Poyer. I'm worried about the cornerback position, right? The DBs. I'm worried about the offensive line. Gotta be, right? Ryan Bates probably won't be back, guys. I hate to tell you that. More than likely, Brandon Beane has ran out of money. And he's not going to be able to match whatever offer Chicago did. Now, I don't know what the offer is yet, but more than likely, it's probably a decent offer. And more than likely, Brandon Beane is opening up his wallet and is understanding that the wallet is empty. And he has just enough, maybe, in savings to pay for the rookies that he's about to draft. So, unfortunately, guys, Ryan Bates probably gone. More than likely. So that means he needs a right guard, right? Is Cody Ford the answer? We'll find out, right? Cromer is one of the best offensive line coaches in the NFL. So if Cromer can't get Ford playing at a higher level, then we know what we have in Cody Ford. It's time for Cody Ford to move on, right? So we'll see. Listen, we'll see. But my question is Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott comfortable with that going into training camp? I don't think so. So I could definitely see them going heavy on cornerback and offensive line in this draft. I know a lot of people want a wide receiver in this draft. Listen, guys, I think we're good at wide receiver. I'm going to be totally honest with you. When we added Crowder, I thought that was a sneaky pickup, guys. That's a hell of a slot receiver. I think he's better at yards after catch than Cole Beasley. And this is no disrespect for Cole Beasley, guys. So don't take it like that. Cole Beasley's still one of the best slots in the game. But Crowder, before getting injured with New York, was up there too. He was very good. A solid player. And his yards after catch is better than Cole Beasley. We got to be real here. So that was a sneaky pickup by Brandon Beane. Right? Then you got, obviously, Stephon Diggs, one of the top 10 receivers in the NFL. You got Gabe Davis, who's, watch out. Gabe Davis is starting to make a name for himself in the NFL. He's only going to get better, guys. Right? He's our number 2. Right? You got Crowder, slot guy now. He's a solid receiver. It's been a solid receiver. You got Isaiah McKenzie, who's the gadget guy. He's our over-the-top guy, our speed guy, right? Then you got Dawson Knox and O.J. Howard as tight ends. O.J. Howard is an athletic freak, guys. And watch out for O.J. Howard on this team. So I don't think we need to worry about wide receiver in this draft. It's not what I'm worrying about. We have playmakers on offense. We need to protect Josh Allen. And we need to get turnovers, make plays on defense with the corners. That's what's important to me. I'm Brandon Beane. I'm going cornerback, offensive line, corner. I'm loading up. And I'm trying to trade up to get Gardner. I'm trying my best. If I can't get him, I want McDuffie. I want a guy that could come in day one and be the CB1 while Trey's out. That's what I want, guys. So listen, I am going to be going live tomorrow, Friday, on #sports, Friday Night Lights. We start at 9 o'clock. So it's not going to be on my channel. Go to #sports. I'm the co-host with Joe. So at 9 o'clock, it's our new show. We do this every few weeks during the off season. So Friday Night Lights, go ahead and go to their channels. Click the reminder bell, whatever you got to do, guys. It's going to be me, Joe, and my partner in crime, Mr. Mikey from Tailgate Talk. And by the way, Tailgate Talk will be back soon. But yeah, check that out, guys. And I will also be doing a draft special the week after the draft, an AFC East shakedown with Trevor and Juan from Sports Dynasty Podcast, Captain D, and Curtis from Ace Per Head. We're all going to be talking about our draft picks, what we like, what we didn't like. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bills Mafia number 1, and I am out of here. Peace! And one more thing. Go Bills.
God bless America and God bless Ric Flair. Go for it. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! 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 I've lost it. I've lost reality. And when I lose reality, somebody else pays the price of a lifetime. Woo!